Hi, my name is Jack, and you can play my game GORBULET for free right now in your browser. Once you're done watching this video, the link is in the description so that you can go check it out. Also, I put a big list of cheat codes at the end of the video that you can try. My high score is 37, and I doubt that any of you will be able to beat it. I've been into game development for pretty much my whole life, but I've never been able to really take it anywhere. Mainly because I would drastically overscope every single project that I'd make. I've started making plenty of games, and have even finished a very small few, but basically none of them have ever gotten released. Despite this, I've learned a lot. Every unfinished project that I've worked on still gave me experience. GORBULET is great because it's a simple game that I can reasonably finish. And my last few videos got way more attention than I had ever expected. This is exciting for me, because now I have an audience to show this demo to. And thank you to everyone that has watched, liked, commented, or subscribed. It means a lot. But enough of that. You're here to hear about GORBULET. Now, right now, it's an incredibly simple game. All you do is collect coins and evade enemies. This is just a demo that I've made with the stuff I've created so far. I plan on uploading more devlogs to show off my progress, so stay tuned for that. The first thing I'm probably gonna add is a system for power-ups. These will do things like help the player's movement or keep enemies away. I don't want to make them boring though. Making it so that you collect a power-up and get to use it for a little while isn't that interesting. The system I have in mind would make most power-ups not a single use. I'm thinking that when you get one, it adds it to a stack, and you can collect as many of them as you'd like, but you can only use the first power-up that you collect. In order to use subsequent power-ups, you have to discard the one that you're currently using. Say you're using a really good movement power-up, but you desperately need health. You'd have to discard your movement power-up in order to use the health one. This would add a ton of player choice, strategy, and depth to the game. I'm of course gonna add more enemy types. Right now there's only 3. One idea that I have is an enemy that follows a path between 2 edges of the screen. If enough of them are in the game at once, it would create a blockade that would force the player to go the other way. It's sort of like what the green enemy does, but in a line instead of a circle. I also want to add boss enemies that can show up after some number of coins are collected. My first idea for one is a boss that can absorb smaller enemies and then use them as ammunition. I think that'd be kinda cool. I'll also create a system to periodically remove enemies from the game, so that when new ones are introduced, there isn't overcrowding. Something that I'm considering adding, depending on how difficult it is and how many people want it, is an enemy and game editor. For enemy editing, I could have a bunch of components for players to mess around with. Stuff like where the enemy tracks to, its behaviors, and various stats. A game editor could let players control what enemies and power-ups spawn and when. Custom enemies plus custom games would lead to some very interesting results. I made a Discord server so that you can send screenshots of your wonderful scores. I also have a Twitch, so go follow that too. I might try streaming, but I'm not too sure yet. A bunch of cheat codes should be floating around the screen right now. If you type one at any point during the game, it should open up a separate menu. There's a couple of cheat codes that let you customize the audio and visuals. It'll be fun to see what y'all come up with using those. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.